What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Thursday, July 11th, 2024, and this is how we are trading SPY right now, folks. As you can see, we have a live chart. We have an absolute live chart. Now, before we get going, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes on the weekends. Sometimes we do a pre-market analysis also. We did that this morning, folks, and today is CPI day, folks. So we had the reports come out this morning, and it just ran up. But again, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to, again, turn on your notifications. Leave us a comment. We would greatly appreciate that. And share with your friends, neighbors, and your trading community. So away we go, folks. So we were talking when we were talking this morning. We had this big run up. So we got this news. We had this news right around 8:30 this morning. It ran up to that pre-market high of 563.53. 563.53. Yeah, a lot of folks thought, you know what, we're going down in the market today. And again, folks, I'm doing two things at the same time. I'm going to talk about what has happened, but I also want to be cognizant of the fact that I'm in a live trading group right now, folks, and trying to talk people through these live trades. For instance, at this 557.01 level, folks, this level right here. You're in a fishtail. If you're looking for puts in here, stay below that 557.01, 557.01. And again, I'd be looking for possibly $1 down here, folks. So $1. Let me just show everybody what I'm talking about right over here, folks. So again, got that cross to the downside, and here she goes in the fishtail. Getting a little bit of volume into this move right now, folks. So again, a close below the 20 if we can get past 556.35, folks. So we get past that 556.35. That's a 50-cent move, just real quick, folks. Get past this 35 down here. It gets thin. You can see this thin volume, folks. Through this thin volume, I'd like to take out that 555.74. Again, that's an aggressive entry. It's a fishtail entry. If you're looking for a scalp, you got about a 50 or 60 cent scalp out of that one, folks. Okay, so what we've had going on today, I thought we might be able to push it up just a little bit. So again, I took this double cross to the upside, tried to stop me out down here right at these levels down here, and eventually did. I told the group, I said, do not get too married to a position that you're not able to see the other side and take the other side. But again, folks, still looking at that trade that's going on right now. Anyway, caught that move a couple minutes after I closed out of my trade, caught it for a nice move to the downside. So look at this action all the way in there. So folks, it's just been down all day today. So it's basically been rally base to the downside. So rally base, all the way down to the downside. All day long, folks. Have there been some scalps back to the upside? Absolutely, positively. But by and large, the money has been made, again, by and large, to the downside. That's just the reality. Every single one of these levels that I talked about in pre-market, folks, I said if we push up, we're going to have to find some pivot points up top, because obviously we're trading at all-time highs. But fortunately, it ran down, and every level that we had has been hit with the exception of one, 555.74. That's the last level that we're looking for. Now, if we reach 554.74 to the downside, I'm looking for 554.62. So that's another $1 down there. Again, if you're in puts right now, folks, again, we're still below that 557.01. Had that nice 50-cent push down there. Now let's see if we can get a confirmed cross to the downside. Again, this is what we're looking at, and this is real time. Now, I'm pulling up this is the 3-minute on my other chart. Here's the 5-minute on the other chart, folks. So we had a couple of retests in here, but a push back to the downside each time. But anyway, that's how it is today, folks. So far, so good. Let's see. Again, let's see if we can talk through this trade. Again, it's not really making any lower lows in here, folks. Not really doing a whole lot. Let's see if she can. Again, downtrending day. We've had some nice pullbacks. Had a couple of little pullbacks in here. And again, I'm doing this live today for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to show everybody out in YouTube land the things we talk about every single day. Folks, this is what we do every single day in here. We talk about all of these different setups. So even though I am live with the trading group, Trading Decoded with the trading group right now, we are still talking about what's going on with this potential trade. Again, we had a fishtail play, nice 50-cent drop. Really thought we'd get a little bit more push down, but again, it was an aggressive entry based on the rejection of that 557.01. Now, the question is, have we made the low of day? We've had a couple of crosses to the upside. So we had a cross to the upside right here. Let's see if we got a continuation play to the upside at this point. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how this thing plays out. It's entirely possible that we've seen a low for the day. Don't know, have no earthly idea. But folks, just always play what's in front of you. We talked about this in the group this morning. Number one, you have to have a plan. Number two, it has to be written down. If it's not written down, is it really a plan? I don't think it really is unless it's written down. Now, the next question is, can you execute according to your trading plan without making trading errors? That's the next question. So trading error is getting into early, getting into late, chasing a trade, getting out too late, getting out too early. So those things right there, those are all trading errors. Probably the biggest trading errors that we see, folks, are a couple. Number one, holding on to those losing trades way past where you said you were going to stop out. Number two, closing out that winning trade way too early, not based on anything other than the fear that you have in a trade. And folks, trust me, it's real. It is a natural emotion to feel fear in a trade when you're in that winning trade. It's natural to want to hope and hold. Number one, your ego takes a hit if you're wrong. Hey, egoless trading. And it becomes real. The realized gain or the realized loss at that point, it's a real thing, folks. It's not a realized loss until you press that button to get out of the trade. So that's a big trading error. Another trading error, again, is getting out of that trade a long time before you should. It's a common theme, folks. It's a common theme for most traders out there. And it's a common theme because, again, it's natural. You want to be able to secure what you have. So you close out of that winning trade and it keeps on going without giving you a place to get out. And then you're down on yourself. Then you're angry. So then you get into that next trade and you go, I'm going to hold this thing through where I was supposed to take it out. And then it turns around and makes a loser out of you. So it's a double-edged sword when it comes to trading, folks. So you must have a plan and it must be written down. And if it's not, again, you're just kind of gambling, folks. You're just kind of gambling. So again, write down your plan. Please always write down the plan. Okay, so now we are trying, again, watch this 557.01. And Seb, who is Zero Hero Trader, he just said we got a big fight. And we do, folks. We have a big fight. Now, I want to show you something here real quick, folks. This is called volume profile. You guys are very familiar with volume profile if you've watched any of my videos. This is the volume profile that I use. This one right here, folks. It is by Zero Hero Trading. He's in our group. He's a great trader. He developed this this volume profile. Now, I used to use KV4 coins. I used it for several years. And I'm telling you, this it's open to everybody too, folks. You don't have to pay for it. It's like 920trading.com. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a strategy or an indicator. Folks, there are no new indicators. He made a couple of tweaks to it, which makes it really nice. You can change some things around. So again, he made it really nice. Again, double cross to the downside on that last candle through that 557.01. Again, if you're looking for puts in here, you got to stay below that 557.01. Is this the play that finally takes us down? I don't know. Did we pick up enough sellers up there? I don't know that either. But, and Seb, you are very welcome, my friend. You are very welcome. I don't know if we picked up enough. Is it possible that we just kind of bounce around in this area for the next little bit? Yeah, it's absolutely possible. 2 minutes ago, a new 30-minute stick started to print. So That's kind of what we're looking at. I'm gonna stick around here for a few minutes, keep on recording for a few minutes to see if we can potentially get some moves or move to the downside. Again, watch this 557.01. This is a good strong demand zone, folks. It's a 30-minute demand zone. And I'm going to show you that demand zone right in here, folks. So here it is. And again, we made this demand zone yesterday. This is the one that I missed back to the upside yesterday. This is the area yesterday that kicked off that nice run to the upside. And again, you can see that very, very clearly on the 30-minute right at this level, folks. Now, looking at the 30-minute right now, there's not a whole lot of action lately. 557.21. Well, we got a dollar. I mean, you got folks, $1. That's good movement. We'll take $1 all day long. But again, this is your 30-minute look. If you look at it from a 5-minute standpoint, again, we're right here. The 9 and 20 are really, really close together on the 5-minute. So essentially all that means is it's just been kind of accumulating for a little while. And don't forget, folks, we have 4 distinct phases. We have the accumulation phase. Okay, that's where the big boys accumulate positions slowly over time to take it in one direction or another. And generally, the accumulation stage is followed by what's called the markup stage. So accumulate, accumulate, accumulate. You can call it accumulation. You can call it consolidation, whatever you want to call it. There are things going on even when the price is flat, folks. There are things absolutely going on. So again, you have accumulation followed by markup. You see the big move back to the upside, followed by a period called distribution. So you have distribution up top. Again, that's flat price action back to the upside. Okay, so flat, flat. And then you have the period called markdown. So that's when the price starts coming down. It's a sell-off. Big period of markdown today, for whatever reason. Again, and you can see it on all your different time frames. So again, you can see it right here very, very clearly. Accumulation, 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 markup, distribution, markdown. So that is what we are seeing. And again, folks, we can see it on all time frames, but check your higher time frames so you can see it much more clearly. All right, folks, so we got that cross to the downside. Let's see if we can get a red candle close. If we are looking for conservative entry, we say, okay, we got that cross to the downside. We are through a major level. Again, this is still a 30-minute demand zone. So again, cross to the downside, first red candle, and again, it really needs to be below this 556.62 support on the 1 minute. If we get the close below that level, and we got that close right at that level, folks, it's still a red candle. So if you're playing it strictly by the rules, your rules strictly say you get in on that candle right there. Again, really need to breach that 556.62 to the downside. Try to get a little movement in here. See if we can. All right, there we go. Again, rules is rules, folks. Now, we need to get past this area right in here. So this 56.51. Now, watch this. If we get to 37, 556.37, if we can breach this to the downside, it has potential for a big push to the downside. Again, it's the potential. It doesn't happen. Nothing has to happen, folks. The only expectation when we are in a trade is that something is going to happen. You should never have an expectation that it's going to go up, and you should never have an expectation that it's going to go down. The only expectation that you should have is I'm executing according to my trading plan, and the expectation is something is going to happen. What that something is, you don't know, and you don't have to know in order to take as much money out of the markets you've ever wanted to take out of the market. That's why we have a plan, folks. That is exactly why we have a plan. And yeah, so Seb or Zur Hero Trading, he just said he loved periods of consolidation. I don't mind periods of consolidation, folks. I mean, it's coiling up for a move. Where's the move? Is it to the upside or the downside? I don't know. And again, folks, answer the question, have we made the low of the day? I don't know. Maybe we have, maybe we haven't. I have no earthly idea. This one, again, we got that red one to the downside, but again, you had that, look at that tail on the bottom. Had that tail on the bottom through that 62, 64, never did get that close down there. Now the question is, what are we going to do at this level right here? So again, we're going to watch this 557.01. Probably should have gone live earlier when we had better price action going on, but we didn't. So we deal with what is, not what we wish would be. We try to be as pragmatic as possible. Again, we got that tested that 9, tested that 20. Again, see if we can bring it back down. Again, a close below 37. We're going to watch this volume profile in action, hopefully. See if we can get that 35, 36, 37 down here, 556, 37. A close below that, and we have the potential for seeing a decent move to the downside. So I'm going to move my cursor out of the way so everybody can see that. Again, this is the why behind it. Thin volume below 37, folks. Let's see if we can do it. And again, look at the volume starting to pour in. Whenever that wick starts to grow, whenever it starts to get wider, folks, that's volume. That's volume pouring in. You can see skinny candles. You can see fat candles. But again, it closed below this 37 down in here, 35. And it's possible to get a good push to the downside. Again, possible? Yes, possible. Does it have to happen? Absolutely not. But again, this little ledge right here, we're just kind of hanging on by our fingertips right now. And again, we're going to see if we can get a push through to the downside. And again, this is to everybody in the group, everybody in Trading Decoded. If you're in this trade right now, just relax. We're just watching lines on the screen. From a probability standpoint, again, we got to get below that 35. But if we can, we're going down. Hopefully we can take out 555.74. Again, there it is in action, folks. We're looking for just this little ledge. Get below this little ledge. You can sing that song, This Little Ledge of Mine. I'm going to make it shine. You guys know the song. Anyway, I closed below that level, and watch for big candles below that level, folks. We're going to watch, see what she does. Seb, you are welcome. Again, that is the Wyckoff, the Wyckoff 4 stages of the market. Anybody that's wondering about that. I didn't come up with that. The only thing that I lay claim to are 2 different things. Number 1 is called the fishtail, and number 2 is called the double cross. Those are the only things that I can lay claim to. Those are my terms. Other than that, there's nothing new, folks. There we go. We'll see if we can get that level and push it down. Again, if you are in this trade right now, folks, what I want you to do is I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Don't watch your P&L. See if we can get a couple of good-sized candles back to the downside again through this thin volume. Get a close below this level. Make this thing pay down to potentially 555.74. Now, we haven't made it there yet, but we could. Again, if we get down to 556, well, let's see if we can take that thing off the table. Again, watch for a little bit of volume to push this thing down. We're going to get that, or hopefully get that close. So we got that close right at that level, just below that level, folks. That's what we're looking for. That is that level. Now, if you're just looking to scalp that thing off the top, couple candle scalp, that's your ledge. That's your ledge. But if we can, again, get below and stay below that level, we should push down. Now, earlier, we didn't push down past that level, obviously. But again, let's see if this move can take us down. Got the little old lady who lives in a shoe set up over here. We got this leg and this gnarly looking foot. But again, see if we can get this pushed back to the downside. Yeah. But again, folks, she's trying down there. She's trying. We've got 2 hours and 20 minutes left to go in the trading day so far, folks. 2 hours and 20 minutes left to go in the trading day. So let's see if we can, see if we can keep on pushing her down back to the downside. Don't know if we can or not. We got that little tail on the bottom. So we got this business down here at 556.19. 5-minute look. Okay, so there's your 5-minute look, folks. There's your 5-minute. So again, have to get down to 556.05. Again, by watching these higher time frames, they're less anxiety laden than watching just the 1 minute, folks. Once you get into that trade, it's okay to watch those higher time frames, but know your levels. Let's see if we can use that 9 for resistance and push it back down again through that. We got that push through that 35, 36, 37 level. But yeah, that's again, see if we can push down just a little bit more. Again, watch this 9. As 920 traders, we rely on this 9 right here. And again, this is real-time trading. We rely on the 9 as resistance on the way back down, folks. That's why we ride the wave. You know, we're just riding it. You see my logo. It's a surfer. He's riding the 9, folks. That's what it does. Again, if we breach this 9 back to the upside, your last line of defense, you got a couple things. Number 1, you got that 20. And then your last line of defense is still going to be that 557.01. But again, we're trying to recapture that 9. We got that close right at the 9. Trying to recapture the 9 back to the downside. And it is getting rather late in the trading day. Again, see if we can get that pushed back to the downside. See if we can make this pay just a little bit more. So again, if you are in this trade right now, folks, if you are in this trade, just relax. We are just watching lines on a screen. That is literally all we're doing right now, folks. So again, we did not get that close in the fishtail. Still need another close below that 35, a little push down. Pullbacks this time of the day, they hurt a little bit, but not nearly as badly as they're going to hurt in an hour or so. So again, let's see if we can get that thing out of the way right there. Get it closed down below that level again. See if we can maybe get that pushed back to the downside, folks. Maybe it happens. I have no earthly idea. That's why we put our money on the table, folks. If we knew what was going to happen, oh my goodness, wow, it would be kind of cool. But would it? Would it really be cool? I think it probably would. I think it would. POC moved. All right there, Donald. All right, so you say POC moved. I've still got my POC way up top at 561.46. Now, Donald, it's entirely possible, depending on how many time periods you're looking at, that yours moved if it's only taking into account the volume that's been traded since market open. So check, see how many time periods you have. Again, mine's based on the day. So mine's going to be based on pre-market and what we're seeing right now. Again, see if we can get one more push to the downside. I'm going to stop this video here in the next few minutes. I think we've been at it for about 22 minutes now. Again, see if we can get that push to the downside. Again, one more push to the downside. We'll see if we can take out that 555.74. That's going to be our last line that we had on the chart in pre-market, folks. Again, every single line that we've had on the chart today has been touched, and we did have some action around all of these levels. Again, trust your levels. Trust what you're seeing on the chart, folks. Trust what you're seeing in front of you. Always trust that. 5 minute. All right, Donald. Yep, 5 minute. Gotcha. All right, so 5 minute. 5 minute POC. Yeah, there you go. There it is. 556.60. All right, one more push. Get one more push. Anyway, folks, that is how SPY is playing out right now. So at this very moment, it's trying to get a breach back to the downside. Is this one going to happen? I have no earthly idea. So this part of the video where I say, if you enjoy our videos, and again, watch that price action. There she goes. Again, looking for 555.74, 555.74. Again, folks, we did not breach that 9 to the upside. Again, let's see if we can get a push down to that 556 again. If we get 556, we're going to be looking for 555.74. Give me 555.74. One time. There you go. What's up, Pete? Good to see you, my friend. And Pete, I'm making my afternoon video right now. All right, folks, and again, there we go. We're getting a little bit of volume on this, folks. Again, fat sticks. We love fat sticks and cannot lie. Again, one more push to the downside. All right, so here's the thing, folks. If you are still in this trade right now, what I want you to do is I want you just to relax. I want you to take 3 deep breaths. If we get a wick below this level, so if we get to that level and we get a wick below that level, consider taking your trade off the table. If we get a body that closes below that level, use that level as resistance. Okay, use that level as resistance. Don't let this thing pull all the way back to the 9 at this point. That is my recommendation. Come on, 74. Give me 74. Do it. That's going to be our last line of the day. Come on. We need one more push. One more push, folks. And again, we do this every single day, folks. Every single day. And I know there are a bunch of people in this trade, in the group right now, that we are walking through this trade telling to relax, folks, because we are just watching lines on a screen. We got pretty close, folks. We got within about 7 cents. Let's see if we can make that Is that 7 cents or so? We got within 10 cents. See if we can make that last 10-cent push, folks. Get that last 10-cent push. Good job, good job, good job, folks. Good job, good job, good job. But again, folks, this is what we do every single day. We talk about every single one of these trades. We talk people through these trades every single day. So if you, number one, if you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified. Leave us a comment. We greatly appreciate that. And share with your trading community. Folks, this is live. You can see the timestamp right here. We're trading live right now. Now, if you are interested in live daily trading, and again, we're watching this area very, very closely because bells and whistles and all that kind of good stuff is going to go off if we hit that 555.74, which could potentially happen in the next couple of seconds. But again, folks, if you're interested in that live daily trading, it's where the rubber meets the road, guys. Head on over to our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. If you like it, great. We're going to give you that first week for free. If it works for you, if you find value in what we do every single day, folks, because this is what we do every single day. If you find value in it, great. If you don't, that's fine. You don't want to be a part of the community, that's fine. We're going to give you that first week for free anyway. So at least give it a chance. Let's see if it works out for you. Now, and again, we're still looking for that 74. We do have some volume on this stick right here, folks. If you are interested in the 920 crossover strategy, folks, head on over to 920trading.com. All of the information is there for the entire world to see. It's available at no cost to you other than your time. Time is your most precious commodity, folks, but it is available at no cost to you. Watch this 9, folks. If we reach inside that 9, just watch out. Don't let it go up to 35. I'm telling you that right now, folks. Again, we got that push down pretty close to that level that we were looking for. But again, 920trading.com, the entire strategy is there for the entire world to see. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on some super secret strategy that is neither super nor secret. Everything out there right now, it's been out there for a long time. If somebody calls something, special or secret, it's not. It's repackaged garbage. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. The 920 strategy has been around for as long as moving averages have been around. I didn't invent anything. I got nothing, folks. The only thing that I can lay claim to are the term the fishtail and the term the double cross. That's it. Other than that, it's all been out there for a lot longer than I've been around. Anyway, folks, that is how she's playing out today. Still want to take out that 554, 555.74. It's been close a couple of different times, folks. But again, long video today. But again, we wanted to walk through this trade. We wanted to give a really, really just a fair. This is what we do every day, folks. This is what we do. I want to show in real time, in a real trade, what we do. And this is it every day. Folks, if you're still in this trade and still looking for that 74 down below, let's see. We tested the 9. We tested it all the way down. So it's been a really nice move to the downside. I don't know if it's over yet. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But again, thank you for spending some of your precious time with us today. We appreciate y'all very much. So I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. But above all else, I hope you followed your trading plan today. So I hope everybody has a great rest of the day, and we will see you in the markets.